This video is for all my ladies who don't want a big chop and you just want to transition. This is for those of you who are just trying to keep it simple and want to make this as painless as possible and transition very smoothly. Okay, so I have 10 tips for you guys, and these are, well, I wouldn't say they're in particular order of importance from highest importance, but it's just the first things that came to my mind, and I've said this before and I'm going to tell you guys again because I know a lot of you guys are transitioning. I have a lot of transitioning subscribers. So these are going to be my 10 tips. These are Michelle's 10 tips. Everyone's are different, but this is what I think. Since I've gone through it myself, I have transitioned. I still have a few relaxed ends, but for the most part, I'm all natural. So here are my tips. Number one, you have to go somewhere in your mind. You have to just go there and realize this is what I want to do. If you don't know that this is what you want to do, you're going to end up going back to what you're doing before. So I had to make the decision in my head, like, look, I actually did it when I was pregnant, so it was a little bit easier because I was like, I don't want to put chemicals in my hair. I just want to go right into being natural, and I don't want a big chop. As you can see, my head is large. So I was like, I'm not about the short hair. It looks cute on some girls, but on me, it just does not look that good. So I was like, I'm definitely going to transition, and I'm probably going to transition for a couple of years. So of course, I started out transitioning April 2013 for you guys who didn't know, and I'm still transitioning to this day for the most part. To get an idea of natural hair and this is just an idea of how it will look, I suggest watching YouTube videos on girls who have big chop or who are natural, who are transitioning. Just watch as many videos as you can because they're going to show you, some of their struggles. I have some videos and you're going to see, is this what I want my hair to look like for the most part? I mean, it's not going to look exactly the same, but you're going to be like, is this what I want my hair to look like? And if you're just like, you know what, I'm ready to do it, then watch some videos, just get, do some research, get online. Google is your friend. So get on there and do your research, because once you start, you don't really want to start over again because it's just going to take more time. So decide in your mind, just go there and decide, this is what I want to do. Number two, I'm saying this because I like you guys, not because I'm trying to be mean, not because I'm evil or anything like that, but you got to stop using heat. And I'm just being honest with you guys. Stop using heat. If you're going to use it, which I don't recommend, make sure it's not every week, every day, every month. I would do it like every 6 months, to be honest with you guys. I know that seems extreme, but you don't need to do it anymore. You do not need to straighten your hair. You're going natural to embrace your curly, kinky, coily hair. So like, this is my natural hair texture and I'm embracing it. I have not straightened my hair in over a year. These things right here, I don't even really use them like that. Like, I'll use it maybe for a video if I'm gonna do something, but on an everyday basis, I do not use these, especially when I was transitioning. I just took my flat iron. I had my flat iron since years ago, and I just put it in a drawer, never opened it. I think hooded dryers are perfectly fine because it's not direct heat that's touching your strands. It's just heat that is indirect. So I think when you're deep conditioning or you want to dry under a hooded dryer, that's perfectly fine. I wouldn't do it every day, but I think it's perfectly fine. The reason I say to put away the heat is because you don't want, as your hair is growing out, it's going to be healthy and it's going to be curly or kinky or whatever, and you just don't want to put heat and risk heat damage. Like, why would you want to destroy the beautiful hair that's growing out of your head? You just don't want to do that. So put away the flat irons, all that. Just get rid of it, okay? Give it to somebody. I don't know. Number three, and this was a hard thing for me, and I had to figure out a method, and that was detangling. I had some days where I got so frustrated with detangling, I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna let my hair mat up. And that is something you don't want to do. Don't let your hair go weeks and weeks and weeks without detangling it, because it'll be a complete nightmare. Then you're gonna have to get the scissors and start cutting it off. So I came up with a method for myself. I just get a conditioner that has a lot of slip. I like to use either the Tresemme conditioners or the Herbal Essences conditioners, and I literally saturate my hair with it and I detangle that way. I do have a how I wash my hair type of video on my channel. And also, I used to use a comb all the time. I got rid of the comb because I feel like it's a lot less breakage on my hair when I use my fingers. So I would definitely learn how to detangle. There's tons of videos, and not only videos, but you're gonna learn the correct method for your hair. You're gonna see what doesn't work and what works. And also have a lot of time when you wanna detangle your hair. When I first started, the whole day would be dedicated to my hair, and that sounds crazy, but it's one of the sacrifices I had to give in order to transition to natural hair. So just make sure you have time, you're not in a rush, you don't have anywhere to go right away, and that you can detangle your hair. Number 4 is to come up with a regimen. This is going to take some time to build. You're not going to have a regimen overnight. You're not going to know what works for your hair. What I mean by a regimen is you got to know what you're doing with your hair every week, because then you're just going to be lost. Like, it's kind of like meal prepping or whatever. You got to know what you're going to be eating every day, or else you're just going to eat whatever. So it's the same thing with your hair. You have to come up, like for me, part of my regimen is I detangle and I deep condition once a week, every single week for the most part. I can't say I'm perfect, and I am human, but I try to deep condition at least once a week, because if I don't, my hair is going to be very dry. If I don't deep condition my hair, I will co-wash my hair. Okay, number 5. So in the natural hair community, there's tons of products out on the market. My advice for you is don't get caught up with all the products. Don't do it. There's going to be so many products, you don't know what to try. So start off with one thing. Start off with a shampoo, a conditioner, a deep conditioner, a leave-in. Right now that's all I can think of. But start off with your main products, okay? Just go to the store and say, you know what? What's my budget? Okay, it's $15 for a shampoo. Okay, it's $10, whatever your budget is. Pick out one product and just try that. Try it for a couple of weeks, a couple of months. Just try it, see how it works. If it does not work for your hair, then you can start reevaluating things. But just see how it works for your hair. A lot of the times, I mean, products have a lot to do with it, but sometimes it's not even the product, it's your technique. So I would definitely don't go crazy with all the products out here. I know there's curl box, and I'm not bashing curl box, but that's a little overwhelming for someone who's just starting out, like transitioning. Like, you just want to figure out what works. So I would just pick one thing, that's my advice, and then just figure out if that works for your hair. And then you can start building upon that, and then start adding more products into that. Number 6 would be to look for go-to transitioning styles. And what I mean by that is you want to find a style that will blend in with your relaxed hair, because your relaxed hair is going to be very straight and stringy. And then when you do a style with your natural hair, it's going to look a little weird, a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to look weird. So find styles that are great, in my opinion, for transitioning hair are braid outs, twist outs, flexi rods, curl formers, perm rods, anything like that. Anything where you have like a curl in your hair. So wash and goes may not be for you at this moment, because when you do a wash and go on transitioning hair, your hair is still going to be very straight. It's not going to curl up like this. So I would definitely do the styles that I just mentioned, and try and blend it in as possible. Buns are good. You don't want to bun every day, but protective styles are great when you're transitioning. Just make sure you're moisturizing your hair underneath of your protective style. Transitioning styles, there's plenty on YouTube. I have plenty on my channel, and go from there. Number 7, this is very important. Number 7 is very important, but keep your hair moisturized, because I can't tell you how many nights that I've gone to bed and I didn't moisturize my hair, and I woke up the next day and it was kind of brittle, it was hard. I couldn't really do much to my hair because it was breaking, so I had to just like bun it up. Definitely keep your hair moisturized. As I've always said before, and I will continue saying it, water is moisture. Get a spray bottle. This is mine. I have like 5 of these around the house. Got these from Target, and I just fill them up with plain old water, and then when I need to, I just spritz my hair. Look for a good moisturizer if you just don't want to use water. make sure the first ingredient in the product says water. Number 8 would be to do everything in sections. I would split my hair in the middle, split it in the sides, and I would work in sections. When I would shampoo my hair, I would hold my hair and shampoo in sections, twist it back up, and move on to the next one. And the reason I did this is because with your natural hair and your relaxed hair, it's going to intertwine together and it's going to mat together, and you're gonna have a lot of matting going on. So you really want to keep it organized, keep it in sections, so that for your sanity you can know what you're doing and your hair won't be matted up right after you detangled it. So that's why I would work in sections. Even when you're doing your styles, I still do this. I'll part my hair in one section, work on that, and then move to the other. Number 9, gradually cut off your relaxed ends. This is obvious, but if you're transitioning, at some point you're gonna have to get rid of these ends. I don't care if it takes you 5 years to cut off your ends. That's your timing, okay? It really bothers me when people are like, cut off the ends, I don't like the way it looks, blah, blah, blah. It's your hair. So if you like the way that looks and you don't mind it, by all means, transition for 5 years. It took me about a little over 2 years, no, a year and a half to actually get a diva cut. And that's what I did to get most of my relaxed ends off. I just got a diva cut, and that's why I have like the shape to my hair. But I got a diva cut, and I kind of need to go back because it's kind of growing kind of weird now. Whenever you're ready, that could be a week from now, then you can start cutting, you know, do it whenever you're timing it. Number 10, if you don't have this, all else will fail. Be patient. Please be patient on this journey. Your hair will not grow overnight. You will not see a difference in a week. You will probably start to see a difference in 3 months. So take some pictures, you know, of your relaxed hair, and then take it again in 3 months, and you're gonna see how much new growth you have, and you're gonna compare it to your relaxed hair and be like, wow, my hair is growing. Your hair is gonna grow. Be patient with the process. Be patient with the transition. You can go ahead and big chop your hair, okay? I'm not gonna stop you from doing that, because some people, they just go ahead and big chop it so they don't have to worry about it. They don't have to be patient. They can just go right into natural hair. But you have decided to transition. You want to just save yourself the trouble, just go ahead and big chop. But it's not for everyone. It wasn't for me. And you have to decide what you're going to do. So those are my 10 tips. Those are like the basic fundamental tips for transitioning to natural hair. Some people don't know where to begin. I can definitely do a video on like the type of products you want to look for, or more in-depth like things on transitioning. But these are like the basics. If you just want to begin making up your mind to transition and start from somewhere, these would be my tips, because these are what I went through. This is what I'm still going through. So hope you guys found this very helpful. If you have any transitioning hair questions, or just natural hair questions, or any questions, please leave it down below in the comment section. All information will be down underneath this video. It should say show more, and you can click on that. It is called the description box, and it will let you know all the information you need to know. I will list the 10 tips there down below, so you can always go back and reference that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, because I really want to know how many of you guys like this video. It's just a good reference point for me. And also, I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel, and subscribing just allows you to be notified when I upload a new video, and I think it's very cool because at least you know, so it'll notify you. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!